Now my insurance doesn't make me go to my doctor first. I can go to any doctor anytime. I can go right to a specialist anytime. So I don't have to go to him. But I figure if they get a hold of whoever it is they got to get a hold of to do the scan, because I don't know if they're going to do a scan, just an x-ray, you know, ultrasound, I don't know what they're going to do. So I don't know where to make the appointment for. But anyway, if I did, I wouldn't even have to go to them. Now, how I work it, 3 strikes and you're out. If I have to come up there and I have to go back because of something you should have checked 2 months ago, and not just think of it as being a torn muscle, which it can very well be. You know, and they take a while, especially if it's one that you're using all the time. However, just trying to remember, why did I run this wire? Well, this wire's got to go to the switch. You start to lose it after a while when you start doing all these different wirings. What unit am I working on? What piece am I working on? Oh boy, well I just found that this one and this one are using the same ground. So by shutting one off, it's not being shut off because it's being grounded through the other side. Meanwhile, I'm thinking it's a bad switch. You know what I mean? Please, do you know what I mean? Okay. Now I did have, and I do have. How many times have you heard that from me? I did have. There's that one. Now let's do this one without burning the red one. Hotter and heat link, solder and heat shrink is always, in my opinion, the best way to go. Everybody has their own opinions. Alright, so now we got that. And that's still hot, so it'll continue to shrink. Hello. Okay, so we want this one and that one about the same. A little extra's fine. I just don't want it too short. Because then I'm not going to be able to tie these all up nice and neat. Nicey, nicey. This one goes on here. I got the new glasses. They seem to be alright, but I don't think he measured them right. I just don't like this guy, so no matter what he does, I don't trust it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to use him anymore, because I was just telling you, after a few strikes, I mean, if I go up to see this Tony, the doctor, and I like him, but, and he takes in other, you know, practicing doctors that are, well, they're not doctors yet, but he takes them as like internship. So I mean, he's trying to do right. But again, okay, I really don't want to try that. I don't want to turn it on. Oh sure, in the middle of moving all this, what happens? This one falls apart. Well, it's a good thing I got the solder iron here. Okay, now, where'd you go? I heard you hit. Time to get on my knees. Is that it? That's not it. How about that? There she is. Okay, it's a good thing I still got the solder on in here now, isn't it? Because this piece, so am I done? Yeah, you're still plugged in? You are. That's my buddy. This is what I need. I gotta first get the solder out of there, so I can get new solder in there. Good, good. A little hole on you. Put a little solder on that. See if I can find it. I can get this tacked just enough so I can turn it over. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'll fill it. Nope. Alright, let's try it anyway. Plugged in just in case I need it, because once I get this part done and that switch working, which was supposed to be an easy thing at this point until I noticed that they're sharing the ground, one thing after another with this thing. This whole thing is like that. But anyway, if the switch is working, I want to finish off the front end of the Bondo. Once I get the front end done, the back should go easy. The front end is the pain in the ass. I'm about halfway done with it. Today, I should be done with the front. Okay, now that we've fixed that, okay, that's done, that's done. This is done. Yeah. I really hate to even think about turning it on and putting a fuse in there. What size is this one? Let's put the 5 in there. Turn this on. That's on. Nothing. On. All right. Let's turn that back off for a minute. On. On. Hello. 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 How hard? How far do I have to turn it before? Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello. Hello. Alright. Okay. Do you think the rain will hurt the rhubarb? Not if it's in cans. I hope the rain keeps up so it doesn't come down. Oh boy. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Okay, so this is working. Everything seems to be okie dokie. So if it doesn't run, at least it can talk to people. Take a picture. No water baths today. I like to give a big thanks to Buzz. Okay. Boy, I can have fun with this thing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Where's the boys and girls now? Where's my fur kids? Hello? Tucker, are you nearby? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Guess not. Okay, we're done. It works.
Alright, so we got that working. Yay! Like I say, that little thing with the switch, what a pain in the ass because they were sharing the ground. Now, when you start working with these, which I call twisted pair, it's two wires, they're twisted, it's a pair of wires. You know, and they're both feeding into one. Let me turn it off. Okay. Let me turn it off. Okay. Now after you turn it off, it takes a second for it to wind down. And they can reach this to set it from the little door that'll be in the back here to their voice to whatever way they want it to be. Alright, so we're pretty well set. I got a piece of Velcro on there, just one. I'll probably have to buy more. I used to buy it by the roll on Amazon, commercial strangler. I think I'm going to look again because that lasted me quite a while. Oh, the fan is running. Let me turn the fan on. Okay. I'm saying, what do I hear? 7 yards, maybe? I forgot what was in the box, but it was good, and it lasted me. And what lasted is, it lasted because I had a lot of it, and the glues that were on it, the adhesives, lasted as well. I didn't have to add any glue to anything. Alright. Now, what do I want to do? I want to make sure that this is secure. That feels secure. I may put a little bit more over there. I want to make sure that all these hoses are secure. I don't want them to fall on the wheels. I want to make sure any wires that we have, any leftovers, that are all wire tied up. But I don't want to come back. This is for the back lights. I have no idea why they did this separate like that. Because there's, where do you put it? All they had to do is wire it into this plug with the other lights. You know, I mean, this is what I mean with this place. And then in here, don't tell me. red and black to gray and black. Would it have killed them to make it gray and black all the way? I don't even know if this bulb works. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. It's out. The lens is still there. So it's not working anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, that was a bit of a pain in the ass. Because those being double. That was a pain in the ass. Because sometimes you look at it and you say, oh, okay, I was just going to switch there. I was going. But for some reason it wasn't shutting off the ground. Because the ground was coming in the back door. Now there's another thing that has to get done as well. It's important, but it's not that important. The charger. I got the charging plug wired and ready to go. The charger, however, hasn't got the opposite nail on it, or the opposite plug to fit into the plug that they had for the wire. So I gotta hook up a plug for that. Alright, anyway. We're pretty well set. The power's off, that's done, that's working. Let's get some wire ties, get some of this tied up, and get some of this cleaned up so I can start doing some more sanding and making a mess. These I'll leave here, and I got to cut some wire ties, put this back on here so we don't lose it. If it hangs on here for long, it'll stop working. Or you'll get lost, rather. Black wires, both the names on them. Over there. Over there. Okay. File goes away. The file goes away. The file goes away. Alright, now that we have all that pretty well cleaned up, we get some wire ties. What do we have for wires? I got two wires sticking out of here. Wait a minute, where do they go? Oh, I know where this goes. Let's see if I can get it without getting higher. Oh, I'm not going to be able to reach that. I gotta get it. Okay, down here, there was a wire down here that had a plug that was the same as another. And if you wanted to take off the unit, you couldn't. So I put a new set of plugs on it. Now, if I can reach up and down, that's the problem. I might be able to get this one in here. If not, I'm going to have to get the ladder over here. I think I got it. Good. Okay. And they can't plug it in backwards because it only plug in one way. That's the way I make it. Okay. Now, let's take these wires, again, not knowing where they all go, and let's get them all wire tied into one little area so they don't hit the wheels and cause a problem. Okay. this switch is going to be over here someplace. So if I hang it up here, it'll give me kind of an idea where it's going to be. So I know what we're doing with all this stuff. I'm actually going to get a couple small ties and put it right there to tie these two together. I wonder, wait a minute now, maybe I have some, do I have some, yeah, I may have some loom I can put on these. Okay. Hey Nick, how you doing? Hey Jam. Wait a minute, I'm coming. How you doing, girl? Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl too. You didn't bother nothing. No, that was good. You lay down together. You both bark at the same people. But you gotta be a bitch every now and then, don't you? Huh. Okay. This one is not gonna want a wire tie, right? I'm wondering if I want to. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a wire tie, I'm going to put it right here. And I'll just leave the fuse in case they got to get to that. And I'll leave the plug just in case they got to get to that. And then I'll put a, what you call it here? Yeah, you know, one of those things to hold it in place. And if I don't have one, I'll glue it in place. There. Okay. Another one over here. Actually, I don't need that big one there. I need a small one. Maybe I'll get a small one. I have a small one. I don't have to get a small one. Okay. I must have been stinking ahead.